the question why? Look me in my eye.
Look me in my eye.
Me alive. Please don't be a bitch. Don't be a snitch. Don't get me, baby. Come and get me.
Wealthy shit. Class, grace, and style. Good nature, girl, you know well. Guy, you that girl, marry that gal. I'll marry that gal, marry that girl. The workflow, wanna be a broke hoe, wanna be a good hoe, wanna get the cash flow. Get to butter pie, 20 little butter pie. Pot to pissing. Wanna get rich, nigga, I'm on that wealthy shit. Wanna get rich, nigga, I'm on that wealthy shit. Wanna get rich, nigga, I'm on that wealthy shit. Crack, clarity, versatile quality. Yeah, poverty, versatile quality of the faculty. Doors, shut it down. Start it, turn it down now. Doors for on the beat, say on the beat. Being in the streets, being ugly. On the brink of breaking shit. Related, related, yeah, and it, Get you self-sufficient in a weed. I wish I get you self-sufficient. Get you self-sufficient in a week. I bet I get you self-sufficient in a couple minutes. And it's hours, time wasting. Vacant. Got it, go get it. If you don't got it, go get it. Take the money out of the bank. Burn. Oh shit. Diversify. Diversify. Don't ask the question why. You might feel the same way.
But as I
Put my money in, I need my money back within an hour. And don't feel strange, baby, you might feel the same way.
I'm telling you, don't feel
Stranger than you are. I said it's weird in a sense, and I'm watching every single sin.
Don't commit a sin.
Baby, don't commit a sin.
Management.
Management, talking money management.
Can you handle it?
If you
Make a
hustle, stick to it.
don't provide yourself with projections and predictions. Tell y'all speculations, individual faces. When I'm seeing different spaces, when I'm in a different space, when I see a different face, and I hear a different story, and it's such a disgrace. Man, it's such disgusting. 6 figures in a second, 6 figures in a second. 6 niggas be a blessing. 6 figures with 6 niggas and 6 sitting on a jet. 6 kids that commit a sin that would have been rich with a
Hey,
6, 7 with the girl.
all right, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you make a comment in the comment section. That way I know. That way I know you're tuned in. Vinny, what's going on? Salute, salute. Everybody tuned in. Everybody coming in. Let me turn this down. All right, so I want to have a conversation. V, if you tuned in, thank you for tuning in, brother. Excuse me. So I just talked to Greg. He'll be hitting me back shortly. Kaylin, what's going on, man? Let me turn this music off. I just want to go over something very quick. Profitable Ritual now has an S. And the only reason why is because you guys are doing great things outside of what I'm doing. Not to just take all the credit that I got something that working, but Vinny, you doing things that are detrimental to everyone's success. I mean, the trust situation, then the Bitcoin mining, for you to be taking leaps and bounds and not even know what the hell you're doing and getting the results you're getting. Vinny, salute to you. And then Kaylin, the same with you, B, with what you have with the company B and the things that y'all are doing with your team. And then outside of that, you as a teacher and putting people on to the information I shared with you. And then your funding business has taken off as well. So I'm in a space where, you know, Vinny, you as a family man, Kaylin's a family guy too as well. And both of you guys, we all have children. And I think what I've given you as far as gold and the ritual, it's time to put the children on it. And it's time to have the children do it on camera every night for 30 days as a documentary. And I feel like that's a video game at this point. So if you don't agree with me, then you are where you are. But I am at a space in my life where this is working so consistent that it's just as a ritual, profitable rituals. And the thing, and the reason why I said this, it has an S on the back. Now, that's an LLC. I take my business serious, but I didn't want it to just be one ritual. I feel as though we all can learn things from each other. And right now, Vinny, Bitcoin miner, doesn't even know how the hell to get his money out, but the guy is making money Bitcoin mining. At a certain point, if you ask me, well, how does gold work? And how did it work last night? I don't know. Like, I just know that it's working. It's like, I don't know how you can see me through the fucking lens, but you can see me. I can't explain that to you. I couldn't. If you said, how can we see the broadcast through this glass or whatever the fuck it is? I can't explain that. But I know I'm utilizing it. You can see me. I can see your comment. It's working. And I think that if we can have a certain perspective when it comes to investment and keep things simple, I think that that's what we should do. But we need to know our risk factor. We need to know time management factor. And we also need to know money management. A lot of people don't look at time management. So when it comes to making money, I am about time compression. I'm like, okay, how much have you made? Let's get that down to an hour if you're not already there. With whatever, if you're doing a business, how much do you average a week versus a month? Whatever that is, my science, when I look at money, I'm saying, okay, if we were making that over here, we should be able to do that in an hour with this. And I'm not just saying with gold. I'm saying if it's to qualify as a profitable ritual, that means that we took something that we were doing and we were averaging a certain amount, and we took the effort away from that and said, okay, let's put this against that. So if the Bitcoin mining can help people do what they're doing in 2 weeks in an hour consistent, that's a profitable ritual. Because it's about consistency for me. It's not about, man, damn, man, that shit was working last week, bro. But that, Bitcoin was booming now. It's things like that discourage a lot of us. So I look at, is it a ritual? Can I do it once a day? Or even like with Bitcoin mining, or when I had an experience with it, I wasn't necessarily mining, but Bitcoin anything, when I started really focusing on that was 2016 at $300. But that was a long-term play. Over that next year and a half, Bitcoin would go from 300 to motherfucking, I remember it was 7,000, then 14. Like, that shit was happening before my eyes. And I was teaching people gold, and I was like, no, let me stay in my lane. But at a certain point, there's 4 different lanes on the highway, and you got to make an exit. So I got in the highway, which is the financial market. I just wanted to get on the fastest lane to see the fastest money. I found gold was the most consistent to me. In my opinion, but I got facts and documentation to prove it. I got why everything and people was talking about bad things in the world. And we know as traders, when bad things happen, we can profit the most. And I'm not saying that to discourage anybody, but I know for a fact that what I teach has been working through the pandemic. It's been working regardless of a pandemic. It's God's gift to the world if they only knew. And I'm not starting a new religion, because if I wanted to, I would have did Profitable Religion LLC. At a certain point, I should have did that. But before I do that, I think that I have to have a group of people practicing it. Because a religion is a group of people practicing a certain belief. But when I say profitable religion, if it's a group of people, what do those group of people have? So at a standard, I'm like, well, if it's going to be a religion, a group of people practicing this, they shouldn't be playing demo at all. When we baptize somebody with this knowledge, whether it be Bitcoin, crypto, stock, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. If it's consistently working and has changed your life, I think that qualifies as a profitable ritual. And that's why I didn't go to religion yet. I want to take it to religion, but that's not something that has an LLC. Islam doesn't have LLC. Christianity, they don't have an LLC. It's bigger and better than the LLC. It's a cumulative effort of saying, yes, we agree to this perspective. So, I'm in a space where you guys have listened to me. Now it's time for me to help others listen to y'all, because it's past OO. OO is something sacred, secret. And if you tell a nigga, that's on you. But that's sacred. That's quiet money we can do every night. But Vinny, he put me on the Bitcoin mining with the resources he has. And he's like, P, I don't even know what I'm doing. I just know I'm making money every second. That's life changing. And then Kaylin, with what y'all have, like, I see everything that you post from afar. So I'm like, okay, everything you give me from the lifestyle, both of y'all travel. Like, I don't travel. And that's for a reason, because I'm in a space where it's like, focus. When I step out, I don't want to just go places. I need to have meetings every place that I go, because that's how important the knowledge we have is. But when I look at meetings, I'm not looking at one person. At a certain point, it need to be more than 100 people, but who cares about that? It's about, like, Vinny. I have to set up a meeting with Vinny to meet with Gregory Pergio, because Gregory just met with Bitcoin Rodney. And Bitcoin Rodney can show you 10 million last month. What? It's so many millions. It's like, I don't even want to talk about it, because I would rather everyone listen to him, because that's his space. So at this point, we got the ritual for gold, but now we were always tackling crypto. We were always tackling crypto, But when I found Ian Bellina, I left it alone. I found my crypto expert. Now, does he have what Vinny has? No, he's not teaching people to do Bitcoin mining. He's teaching people how to invest into the right coins before they go to the moon. So there's things happening in that space, and I want to be the liaison to everyone when it comes to, hey, regardless if this shit working that y'all talking about, gold we need to be doing every night as a family in this market. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's working so consistent. And I'm not trying to be no salesperson for gold, but I'm a firm believer that one particular perspective can be the introduction to people's financial career. When it comes to trading, if they learn gold, that's the first thing they get. That's their first vitamin. And that vitamin can sustain them through, regardless of what crypto do, stocks do, gold will sustain if you just commit to it. So I want to make sure that you guys know that it's not Profitable Ritual no more. It is Profitable Rituals, where we are open to scientific research. I look at, on average, what is your business making every day? My job is to help people get that in an hour every night. Because if you can time compress your money down to that pace, it's like, damn, what it took me a whole day to do, we show people how to do that in an hour. So I'm willing to partner with those who have, a $10,000 track record with whatever they have. If you don't have that $10,000 track record, we need that so we can put that against OO's consistency. Because if it's a waste of money, we don't need to be putting money there. Because to be honest with you, I have students that they're playing on demo and they are doing everything I taught them right. And they have figured that they could, if they could do 3 figures a day consistent, they could do 7-8 figures a day consistent. They have figured this out. Even though I teach everybody to be realistic and conservative, when you're a contractor, and Vinny, you can vouch for this, the gentlemen that I'm working with who are in the market and they are looking to change our land, these people need real capital. And just like Sparky, shouts out to him, he couldn't keep playing on the 3-figure a night level. He need $500,000 machines. So he had to turn that lot size up to 100 standard. For those of you who don't know what 100 standard lot is, I mean, that's a very risky level to play on. I mean, one standard is a person with 1,000 can play on one standard, but a person playing on 100 standard, they're not looking at failing. They know the risk within that, and they are taking the risk. So, we went from profitable risk, which is where you get in and out in 1 to 2 hours. You're looking for standard lot to produce $100 in cash flow. And then with the risk, we practice losing 20 with discipline on mini lot. And these are things that are very simple once you understand it. But I teach a formula known as wealthy, rich, and poor. And with this formula, we're able to carve out money every night. And we're able to generously give back a certain amount as well. No projections, no predictions. We take what gold gives, and on a bad night, we give. It's a unique perspective. It's nothing that I've heard anyone teach, because I don't look at charts like that. We look at the chart, we glance at it, but when we get in, we measure our money. We measure time and money. How long after we got in did it take for the money to arrive? And that's a game. It's a sense of research for me. And I feel like now is the time to get back to the youth and make it a game and make it something that they could do every night before they go to bed. And we'll have a community of profitable rituals, meaning the community is doing this without a signal. Everyone is self-sufficient. They can do it on their own. And the community is conservative / aggressive. Gold is an aggressive thing to play in. But I'm giving everyone something that they can do once a day. And that's regardless of whether they know any terms, news, feelings. Just circle mark that high and low and wait. I feel like that's a ritual that at this point, instead of taking students, we're hiring funding managers. Instead of taking students, if someone wanted to learn, we're just hiring them now. Because it doesn't even make sense to take $200 from someone. It doesn't even make sense to take $700 at all. It just makes sense to take, the capital and direct it to the firm and then go ahead and execute. I'm not sure if I'm lagging or not, but yeah, this is how to get access to 100K in capital without credit. Thank you all for tuning in. For those who have tuned in, Vinny, Kaylin, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys later.